Well, as crazy as it may sound, truth is always stranger than fiction. I once again have to move and leave from a secure job, from freaking doing what I wanted, to my chance at a wife, a chance at kids, a chance at freaking everything, and uproot the financial burden. I lose my doctors, yet I still need all because some faggot-ass rednecks and some bitch-ass racist motherfuckers that I've had my fucking full with, and a bootleg-ass justice system that is so fucking sick and twisted. Honestly, I don't give a fuck what they think. They should nuke them all, because they are the most worthless scumbags this fucking planet ever seen, and especially in Watertown, South Dakota. Let me tell you, the biggest scandal and fucking shit to ever happen. It sounds crazy, but I promise you, if you have any kind of investigative or any kind of, do a little tidbit of digging around, and you're gonna uncover the sickest fucking plot and the sickest shit you have ever heard of. And it sounds funny, you may think I'm just a nuts person, but take a little time, and I'm telling you what you uncover. This is a fucking drag-on from fucking Vegas. However, you have this small-ass, bootleg-ass city that's a bunch of sheltered, ignorant idiots that's never been through nothing or seen anything. And you get these fucking city folk that came in here running around with this fucking spin and don't even realize the puppetry they were doing at the same time. And what they fucking convinced these fucking pieces of shit is so fucking sick and twisted that the only thing I can do is drop everything and I have to leave. I've already got my shit planned. I have to. There's no way. The fucking shit has gotten so bad and so horrendous. And what's funny is, I don't give a fuck at you faggot-ass natives, too. Oh well, yeah, I said it because you racist pieces of shit are the ones that did it to me. And you faggot-ass African-Americans, and you faggot-ass motherfucking Latinos. Guess what? Because some little bitch-ass motherfuckers went to you lying, you faggot motherfuckers all jumped on a fucking board to attack me under hate. Bases that I'm some skinhead, and I'm some predator, and I'm some this, yet there ain't a single thing to back any of it. However, the pain and the fucking mental fucking anguish and shit you've put me through after what I went through for 18 years in prison is so fucking sick that I will see to it that my justice is served and you better get the death penalty, because I won't accept anything less, and I want every single one of yous involved, and I want the public to gain fucking support, at least the torture, and these motherfuckers need to be brought to justice. And now it's gotten so bad that these little punk-ass, stuck-up little brats now all devised a ploy to use me as the sacrifice so they can sit on their punk asses all day and do nothing and get away with this. So now everybody in the community has found a way to use me to bring this so they don't have to do anything. They don't have to go to school. They don't have to, now we can all just torture him all day, and we have an excuse not to have to do anything. And I want GPS coordinates on their phones. I want to show that all these people magically one day up and started doing all this, and I want their GPSs looked into the towers at certain times, and I'll bet you're going to come up with a crazy ass scheme that's going to show these people are following me. They all join this fucking thing, and they're all part. In my version, it's not like other versions. The rapping, the torture, and what they done to my central nervous system and the fucking Wi-Fi is so fucking horrendous. The pain, I can't even put into words. Let me put it this way. The only thing I can put into is I bash my own brains in. It hurts so bad. Okay? And I have a pain tolerance that is so high, it's incredible. It's so painful that I bash my head in. I have stabbed myself. I have fucking stuck glass through my neck. It has caused me to do so much fucking shit that it's incredible. And I mean, I broke bones and walked around. I shattered my wrist and had to have bone taken out of my elbow and put into my wrist. And I walked around for days not even knowing. So let's tell you, and I had to have 3 pins and shit. I broke my neck, and I didn't even know. I thought I pinched a nerve or something. It was months that I found out I literally broke my neck. I have a first-degree separation of my collarbone still that moves around. I don't even know when I did it. This hurts so bad. I bash my brains in and stab myself with knives. Can we put in the context what is really going on? And all these punk-ass cops and all these punk-ass fucking criminals, nothing. It's all A-OK. And all the they push their little, all for them to have their little fairy tale little fucking fantasy. This is all retaliation and hate, all spun lies. And if anybody would give a fuck to take a half a second to look into something, my home prison records from Nevada Department of Corrections, you'll see my little 2 burglary convictions from when I was 17. And that's all I have, besides a couple a fake-ass gang file that don't even exist no more that I was in. Look into, wait till you see how petty I am, and then what I'm doing now. My college education, my fucking my stained glass I do. I co-own a mining company. Wait till you see what I do and everything. And then let's listen to all this fucking shit and see what these people have done to my life. They have disrupted it to the point it's so sick. The only hope I ever wanted in life was to get married and have a family and work a job. Now, they have created it to where I cannot stand females. And it's crazy. I used to love them and worship the ground they walked on. I can't stand to hear their mouths. Their voices are so irritating to me that I want to bash my heads in. That's what they have created. They also have created to where I believe, and I do have a little PTSD from prison, growing up in these institutions and juveniles, a paranoia a little bit, not no schizophrenia or anything else. So what do? They play on that. And they have got me to the point that I am under the belief, my mind is convinced, that basically every single person is out torturing and is out to get me. So I'm in a position now to where I feel like I'm going to lash and something bad's going to happen. Because I literally feel like everybody that looks at me, or everybody around, every single person is doing this to me. And I've tried every avenue to do something about it, and it's got nowhere. So that means the only thing I'm left with is I have to defend myself. And seeing how it's going, and I've tried everything, the only logical explanation I can come to is I have to kill them. It's either me or them. So the only thing I'm left with is I got to get the getter before the getter gets me. And this is what happens. This is a testament to our justice system, to our government, and to our societies. Why things happen. So you have a person, I've been able to carry this longer and go through more of it because of what I've been through. Made me a little rougher and a little more able, because I've had nothing but struggles and pain and suffering in my life. That's all I've ever known. That's all I've ever seen. So, just so happened to be so tolerant too that I could take it longer than probably most and deal with it and not crack so much and actually learn from it, from being able to go on so long. But there's not so many that are like me. And when you see someone that just wakes up and starts shooting people, and then they were telling people I'm sorry, but this is how things happen. Because ignorant ass motherfuckers, and yous are some ignorant ass motherfuckers in this town. This town is nothing what I thought it was. Yous are a joke and a fucking sick ass fucking excuse for human beings. And your justice system and good old boy is so sickening that you guys literally should be out and just shot. That's how I feel. You guys are despicable. I put all my faith, my trust, I worked my ass off in this town, I worked my ass off in this community, and I helped everybody in this community. Now I got all you punk-ass motherfuckers torturing me, laughing, running around here, and the justice system, I live in the neighborhood, just nothing. They don't care. They let their little families, because their kids don't have to work or do anything now. This is to protect them. I'm the sacrifice. So our obligation to uphold and defend the Constitution or the laws or anything, it don't matter anymore. Nothing matters. So if that's the case, guess what? That's a breach of contract, and I am not obligated by your laws. So I'm going to do what I want. You breached it. I am not obligated. I paid my federal taxes. I paid all, and you didn't uphold my guaranteed rights. So it's a breach of contract, which means it null and voids all your fucking rules and laws. I ain't obligated to shit. And I'm going to tell you, since the disrespect you've shown me after I was respectful, I'm sorry, law enforcement, but we are at odds. You know, and I had a big-ass thing with us from when we were younger, a bad thing. And I grew up and I matured and I kind of and I've seen it for what it was. But it's not. It really is that. You guys are really what I remember as a youngster. What you are. And it's sad, but that's what you are. So, Bygones will be bygones. And that's just the way it is. There will never be a mutual respect or compromise amongst us again. Yous have created it. And for once, all this stuff sounds irrational and crazy, but here's the funny part. Who's the real irrational or crazy one? The fact of the matter is, I have serious, extreme backing for every emotion and every feeling I have. It's not just like I wake up, when you look at the list of things that I have to back this, are they not the crazy and irrational ones? And I'm just acting as a normal human being would under the circumstances? So let's look at that. Who's really crazy and irrational? When your life of nothing but struggles and torture is turned into a gimmick for everybody else to have. And I'm one of the few you'll ever find again that was this courteous, compassionate love. And I got to lose everything for some scandalous, self-centered, worthless, soft-ass bitches that if this country does end up going the way it is going with this war, here's the thing. Do you want someone rugged, durable, skillful, street smart, book smart, many trades, many everything, apparently on the sacrifice? Or do you want these sheltered kids that only know Facebook and are so scared of their own shadow? So that's what we're protecting. This is what I'm being sacrificed for. I'm being sacrificed for that. For some punk-ass, worthless motherfuckers that you gotta keep an eye on. And you know, but I'm not gonna just be volunteered, sacrificed in this way for that. I'm sorry. No. For some motherfuckers scared of their own shadows, got no real skill, no real nothing, except for Facebook. They ain't even got no social skill, nothing. That's what they have. Nothing. And these are the people that I'm being sacrificed for. And I know my family, everybody's going to get mad, but you know what? I've gone to them forever, and I've gone to everybody. And I'm sick of always being looked at because these little faggot motherfuckers want to keep fucking laying mistrust, want to keep causing problems. So you know what they do? They keep telling it, and I know who these people are, and they got everybody convinced that they're the real deal, but they're not the real deal. This is not who they think they are, and this is not what they think it is. And that's the funny part. And these fucking punk-ass motherfuckers, every time something's going on, they keep their little fucking lock and their little hold. Hey, he's doing this, he's saying this, he's thinking, when it's all wrong. None of it. I have never had any ill intent against mine. I have never done anything to mine. I have never nothing. But yet, this shit keeps getting funneled in order to keep the pressure on me and keep everybody not paying attention to me. And he's just the crazy nutcase, so let's not listen to what he's got this. So no one grabs on and actually finds out what's really going on. When seems like the crazy nutcase is the one that is the only one that knows what's going on. And anybody that will tell you, I've always had the gut instinct. I've always been the one that knows something before it happens. I was always the one that fucking, and you can talk to, and not these little punks that think they know me. Talk to the people who really know me. Crazy? No, I've never been crazy. I'm the most skeptical motherfucker that you have to hit me with. And then not only am I skeptical, but unlike you ignorant people, well, not you, these other ignorant people, I look into things before I just listen to what someone says. I will take in everything and what I know, come to a, but then I will look and I will crawl and then come to it. I don't just jump to conclusions. I don't just pass judgment. I don't nothing. And you will find out if you look into it. That's exactly how I am. I don't just speak it. And anything I speak on or I do, I have something behind. And if it's something I stand for, I believe in, you will find I have never gone against it. I ride it every time. That is me, and that's all me. So I don't know all these fake ass talked about. No, I'm me and me only. And everything about me is real. And I'm just sick and tired of this bootleg ass fucking places doing this shit. And it took a while, but this is no different than Vegas now. Now these little fucking, and you know what's fucked up, all these, I want to know why all these natives are coming off the res to do this. Because you got all the ones from the nursery. What's funny is because the Pabloses, yes, yous, who came from Vegas with my sister and brother-in-law, were in on it. Well, I so happened to work at the nursery. Well, what's funny is I caught a couple of them that I worked with at the nursery follow me around now. And I don't try to jump to it, but I can see the look, you know what I mean? I've been to prison. I know when someone's trying to avoid, they constantly follow me around, the little native. And it's all the people that I can tie together, just like when I was at work doing the gallery with the dudes, the old buildings. magically, we had this influx of these chicks, magically freaking and now they're all part of this, so they can sit on their ass and not have to go to school. And made it clear that's what they're doing. They don't want to go to school. So, we just make up shit. You see what I mean? And I did 18 years locked up for a couple burglaries. So, I want my justice for what they have done to me. And seeking justice can never be taken as retaliated. But what I have had done to me, the physical, emotional, spiritual, is so sick. I don't think there's really many human beings that ever experienced. And it's hard for you to grasp, but like I said, I told you, I've got brain damage, I have seizures now. This is all the things that it has caused me and done to me. And this is real shit. I don't have no extensive, it's all fucking, except you run to the people that keep getting these fake ass. I've never even had a psychopath since I was a juvenile, and when I did, I was deemed beyond my years. I graduated at 16, went to college at 17, I mean, you're not dealing with some just brain-dead 5th grade education. And I taught myself. I spent 2 days in high school. I was locked up in juvenile prisons, and I got books sent in to me, and I studied all my GED. I'm self-taught in everything. If I want to know it, I question everything, I want to know everything, and I look into everything. And that's just one of my things I like to do. Many trades, many skills, and knowledgeable. There's not many subjects or many things you can come at me, and I can't hang in a conversation, an intelligent, intellectual conversation where you can pick any subject, anything, and I guarantee I can hang with you. So this is not just talk, but somebody needs to take a serious look into this town, because this shit's getting out of hand, dude. This is a terrorist group. Literally. This is a terrorist group. I came from Las Vegas. I told you where this stuff started against me. The suicide rate jumped through the roof. So, questionable suicide. I mean, this is the things that this goes. And here's the worst part. You come in here with a good thing that sounds like a good thing, but then but they're not really with the good thing. They got their own little side agenda. There's a faction of all this going on, but then there's their one faction that does the maniacal version, the off the fucking radar version. And what's sick is when things are too good and they don't want to stick, they cause situations, and that's how sick this technology is. This technology is so scary that in the hands it is in, it's freaking insane scary, because they don't care about anyone else, and they will cause these situations in order to come to them. So like I said before, look for a pattern. Do you magically start questioning something or something go wrong, and does magical shit happen to be said or come up to keep this shit rolling? Because that's weird coincidental, huh? Too many coincidences. It's not a coincidence. And that's what they do. And then they create these situations when they come in and play on already pre-existing freaking things. And then, well, when they stop doing them, well, it looks like it's working. You see what I mean? It's highly, highly manipulative. And see, I'm the only person that has been here since this group's inception. The one that's following me around and doing all this is a rogue, not what you think. The guy, whatever. But no one else is probably going to know who these people are. I was their first case. And I am the only one that knows their true identities, where it comes from, how it was started, and everything. I am the only one. If they were to target you, you would have no clue in this world, because of sophistication and how they've got adept to it, and their protocol, and how they go about doing it now, because it was so primitive. If I ever get a chance to really get my story out there, when you hear the bootleg ass primitive shit that was ran on me, I thought it was pretty good then. But then how they are now, I'm going to tell you, you got no chance. There is no chance. You have zero now. And I am about the only missing link. So let's go back 2.5 years. And let's see, has this new version or this new thing spawned and spun? Because I've been to Oregon, California, Utah, magical these states. South Dakota. Look at my past and where I've gone, and look at this stuff, would somebody that wants a real good story and really want to help and do some good, take a little bit of time and at least look into something and check a few things and ask a few questions, because I can only do so much. If other people ain't willing to freaking help, and I know it sounds, but everybody's got to take a chance on and go with your gut and at least look into a little bit. But I'm telling you, it ain't going to be hard to find that in the last 2.5 years that I've, especially last year and a half, this shit has blew up. Because I remember when I was first researching, it was about 9 months. I thought I was insane. I even checked out, I was going checking out books in the library on schizophrenia. I mean, I literally thought, I woke up nuts. But I knew a couple weird things and a lot of things. That's when they would play on you with the whole freaking, if you stay the trouble 3 weeks, oh, this celebrity won, and you'll be a millionaire, I give you $1 million. All the bootleg ass shit in the beginning. Yeah, that fucking, yeah, they still try it once in a while, but whatever. And then freaking, it just, my buddy found some, it was literally one little thing on remote. I mean, it was, but what was crazy is why he believed me then, and I was convinced that it somehow it wasn't something, is that everything I had told him, he found perfect. And I can't manifest information I don't already obtain, especially when it's on a subject of some serious technologies and stuff, and of something I don't believe, because I didn't believe it. So not only did I manifest correct information about a very, about a subject that I was not familiar with whatsoever, nor did I even believe was possible. Let's put it that way. I didn't even think it was possible, yet I was perfectly right. Now, this shit is just blown to biblical proportions. There's so many. There was nothing when this first started happening. I mean, you heard about the couple. My car got keyed. My floor mat got. They were picking at my door. That was. This shit is off the fucking handle. So, and I hear something about Texas, because I know they got ties like New Mexico. They're trying to institute it to other places. So I know some of the cities that come. So that's one of the ones I keep here. I get little Michigan or something, freaking, I don't know, but I don't want to give too much, because I don't want these people to get too freaking, even though they know, I don't want them to panic, because every time I put too much, then they panic and they get more frivolous and with their freaking claim and more things they do. However, if you are serious and you're really with it, I will definitely share all the gory details and exactly who's involved, and I will put it this way, if you have the means, the investigative freaking, or the resource, not just people you can get a hold of, or know how to freaking, because that's the part I'm not really that good with. I'm good with mostly everything, but I can research anything. But trying to get me and my point across, I've emailed everybody. I have gone through criminal, like I said, I've tried. I've literally, but here's the problem with remote viewing and remote monitoring. I got remote torture, too. That's what I call it. Remote viewing, remote monitoring, remote torture. Remote viewing, here's what's fucked up about me. Anytime I'm doing something or I'm doing this, they know ahead of time, because they watch me. So they're able to jump and and beat on me. So no matter what I do, they undermine. So, and now that it's gone on, they've got everybody convinced I'm crazy. So it's easy to say and I get dismissed like it ain't nothing now. So none of my things have gone anywhere. Nothing. So I need someone outside who's really with it. I will give you everything. I promise you to send you wherever and you will uncover everywhere I send you. I promise you. You are going to find. And when you start picking this shit apart, you are utterly going to be amazed just how real and how crazy this shit is. And I'm telling you, it goes all the way up to Hollywood. It goes, and it's the real world. It's Haitiwood now, but it's all used on their false guise of good things, but then retaliation, and they play on everybody's emotions, beliefs, whatever. And here's what they do. They give you the perfect nemesis that you can get your get-backs on. So if you were robbed, you were fucking different, they're going to make, like me, your perfect opposite nemesis. And now you get that fucking thrill. You're so blinded with them that you get your get-backs at that. So no matter, I mean, if you were whatever, they're bad. It's, I mean, it is and I understand it, but they're making me the exact opposite, who defends everyone, who protects, tries to do that. Out of my group of retaliatories, they're exploiting me and making me to be everybody else's so that I get. And I am so sick and tired of it. And here's the funny part. When you get hit with this stuff, they're brainwashing they did to me, they're freaking drugging me, they're freaking all this shit in order to orchestrate and put their shit together. That's the only shit they have. There's really nothing but what they caused and did to me. And that's what's funny. It still ain't nothing. Everything is nothing, but yet they have claims through the roof, yet not one single backing to. So how does something go on for 2.5 years like this without nothing? And the immense, and I mean the aggravating circumstances to the extent they have gone to keep. And let's ask one thing. How did you get involved? This is the question I've been wanting. I just get out. I'm on no parole, no nothing. These people magically wake up one day with an epiphany or something and magically jump into my life with all this shit in this. How? And I know the retaliatory people that started it in person and his connections and how he did it. But that's the problem. All these people are so in the. Does anybody want to stop for a second and tell me the backstory and how you got involved in this? That's the most crucial, important question. Ask them how they got involved in this. And you're going to be amazed at the people they have doing this. This ain't a government one, like looking for terrorists. That's the problem, too. This ain't your typical. This ain't the government. They're not even just monitoring. They literally won't. The V2, it's like a sex offender program. They have nothing to talk about but dicks, pussies, and asses all day. And the people are so uneducated, it's sickening. And here's, I'm a threat, I'm a this, but you have unqualified, uncredentialed, uneducated people messing with someone's mentality, sending them into, really? How is that? If I'm such a thing, and you have to, then why would you put people not in the position to be able to freaking deal with something and then exploit all the issues and things that you know cause me to panic or fucking get upset? Those are what you hit me with every day. You know what I mean? So let's show the true intent and the true everything of what's going on. But this stuff, seriously, someone needs to freaking pay attention and do something about it, because this is, I mean, come on, really? This is affecting more than you know. And it may not be you right now, but I'm telling you, when you realize the chain of event, you're going to see how many people this literally has affected and is affecting, and how many people are benefiting, really benefiting. Because in the long run, you're going to see what the true intentions of the originators is crazy. It's a get back from past. And once again, only I'm aware of. And these people, here's what's cool. I know you make things, but all you gotta do is a little searching around in the areas they're at, and you're gonna find everything I tell you to support it. So, and the truth is always, when you start looking in and following the freaking timeline, mine fits so much smoother and better without constantly having to spend my entire day spinning shit and fabricate and trying to force something that ain't. When I hit you with it, everything just rolls smooth. And I will have it, unlike them, I will have an answer for anything you ask me. And it will be a logical, factual answer. When you ask them, they gotta spin and kind of, I will hit you with exactly, and I will fill in every detail and tell you exactly what, when, where, and how. And I promise you, I will, in mine is in depth. You will definitely have all the information you need on any question you may have. And you'll find it to be truthful. You'll find that I take pride in that. It's one of the few things I only have left is my honesty. And I made sure, especially in this time, that I didn't lie, that I didn't do anything, because I knew I was only going to get one shot. When this started happening, I knew the first time how the law works. The first time I lie or I say something, I'm discredited. And then everything else is thrown out the window. So I made it a purpose. I had to let this shit go on for long enough and not say anything. But I knew the first time I lied or pulled, it was over. So everything is exactly how it's related to me, what they convinced me, what I truly know. Nothing is of anything that I lied about. And that's what I made sure of, because I know how crucial and important. So I can promise you, anything about me or I say, you will never be able to disprove. And that I promise you. If you could disprove one thing about me or from me that I tell you, then you know what? Just I will shoot myself in front of you. How about that? If you can disprove anything or find any person that you could show that I've lied to since I've grown up and matured, and show me one, because I take great pride in this. One, even my enemies, I will shoot myself in the face right in front of you, or whatever you want. That's how serious I am about this. So please, somebody, take notice already. Would you?